Hi everyone and welcome to Roller Skills. My name is Danielle Lockwood and I'm a professional roller skater, creator and coach. I'm going to be starting a mini series where I talk you through my roller skate collection. I'll be showing you all of the roller skates that I've collected through my years of skating. I will talk about their setup, how I find them, and of course any stories that are attached to them. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about my very first pair of roller skates. So stay tuned and keep on watching if you would like to find out more. So for those of you that don't know, I'm also a professional performer in the musical theatre industry. So I was employed to be in a show called Starlight Express, which is a musical on roller skates. And that is where I learned how to roller skate. I'm going to do an entire video on my skate history in another video, and I don't want that to be what this video is all about. It's all about these babies right here. So just for a bit of context, that is where I was given these skates, and every single person that has done Starlight Express also has these skates. So full disclosure, I am not a skate technician by any means necessary, but I do know that these are a custom setup. So we have the Rydell 135 suede boots, which are a really nice mixture actually between flexibility and support. As you can tell, mine are very broken in. They've had a few trips to the cobblers. I also have an identical pair in black, which you will see me wearing all the time. It's just these were the first pair I ever got, and the black pair are the pair that I got a year into my contracts. We then have the Rollline Variant M plate, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I actually realized or appreciated how professional and how amazing these were to have as a first pair of skates. And it's only now, well, not now, but obviously when I was there, of course I was super appreciative, but only when I've come out of the Starlight bubble that I realized wow, we were actually really spoiled, and we were so lucky to be given such an amazing pair to have as our first pair of skates, especially with, like I said, such a professional plate. I then have the beige cushions, if you can see there. I'm actually not sure what rating these are. I feel like they're quite responsive, but I've also not known anything else, so I don't have much to say on that. It does have an adjustable toe stop part to the plate, which is awesome. It's an Allen key situation. It's not a bolt. You know how sometimes with the toe stop screwing into the plate, you screw it in with a spanner with a bolt here, whereas this one you need an Allen key to unlock it slightly to then be able to screw it in and out and tighten it back together. The toe stops are also Rollline. I think they're called the Amber Professional toe stops, and yeah, again, up until me leaving, I didn't know any different. These are what I know and love. I think when you get them new, they are obviously a little bit bigger. I feel like they're also slightly rounded, which I feel like I would hate because every single time we wore ours down, which happened all the time, we'd literally wear them down right to the metal, to the point where it was dangerous and we had to have them changed. I would always beg them not to give me a brand new one and to give me an already worn down one that would be acceptable for me to wear, so that I didn't have to get used to a brand new one again. But yeah, these are amazing. And the wheels are actually really special. So if I show you a little bit closer, can you see that they're actually custom Starlight Express wheels? Again, these are by Rollline. These are the Rollline Outdoor Helium wheels. So if you were to buy these publicly, they would be yellow. But yeah, that's why these are so special. And just before I left, I actually said to them, please can I have brand new wheels for when I leave, and new laces, and have them sprayed again, just so that they're all nice and fresh for when I leave. And actually I was very lucky that they did say yes, and that is why that they look still really pristine. When I show you my black skates, which are the identical pair to these, I will do a comparison to these wheels and the wheels that are on my black skates, because I've worn them so much, and you will laugh at the difference. So I'm actually really desperately trying to keep these intact as much as I possibly can, which is why I don't actually ever really wear these skates. It's also because when I stopped wearing this pair and went on to my new pair, it's very strange how your feet mold in different ways. For example, I was wearing these every single day for a year, so these could not be more molded to my feet if I tried. But when I broke in my new pair of skates, it's almost like they broke into my feet differently, because when I put these on now, they feel completely different. And it also has something to do with the fact that they are very much just sat in my storage, which means that they don't really get much use anymore, so they're definitely more stiff. But yeah, I wish I did wear these more, because like I said, they hold a very special place in my heart. These didn't actually, first of all, come silver. You can probably tell that they've most definitely been spray painted. These came like a beige kind of color, like a tan. I think it's probably called like tan. And these were sprayed depending on what characters we were likely to do most in the show. I think there were, I don't even know how many. There were a couple of characters where I needed silver skates, and then if I was a character that needed a different colour, then we just have boot covers over the top of them to change the colour, rather than spraying them every single time we went on, because that would just be ridiculous. I also want to show you the tongue for the boot. So as you can see, it went to the cobblers, and they replaced the normal tongue with a fur tongue. I don't actually know what fur this is. It feels kind of like sheep. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, so this was actually because I was really suffering really badly with skate rash, which is basically kind of like eczema on the fronts of my ankles. And I don't know what it was about the fur that helped, but I can tell you that it definitely did. So that was one of the reasons that got changed. I feel like I very much had probably the most blisters in my life in these pair of skates, because these are what I learned in, and it was a very, very intense training program where we were wearing them all day, every day. When I'm trying to think about stories to tell you, it's actually quite hard, because it was so long ago now that I can't really pinpoint any particular moments in these specific skates. I think because they've been like overwritten by my black pair. But like I said, there's no way that I could ever forget me learning in these skates. I feel like that is my predominant memory whenever I think about these ones or look at these ones. But yeah, and I feel so grateful and thankful that they got me through the process in the way that they did. So yeah, these are my first ever pair of skates, and believe me when I say, up until the age of 21, I had not even touched, let alone owned, a pair of my own skates. So yeah, how cool is that? And something else to mention is the bearings, which are the Bones Reds bearings. Whenever we kind of felt a rattle or heard squeaking or anything, we'd be like, oh, our bearings need changing. But honestly, you guys, when I say that we were spoiled rotten with skate maintenance at Starlight Express, we were so lucky. We were so lucky. And it wasn't again until I came out of Starlight that I was like, I actually have no idea about how to maintain my skates, because they were just done for us. It was a part of the health and safety. We weren't even necessarily allowed to alter or fix or change anything about our skates without permission, or yeah, it just had to be done by one of the professionals that it was obviously their job to do. And we literally got them checked every single day for health and safety reasons. So yeah, I kind of wish that I'd paid more attention to what they've done, or how they did things, and maybe ask them more questions while I was there, because I had to teach myself a lot when I came out. And again, yeah, I'm just very grateful for these pair of skates and how they were looked after the whole time that I had them. And even though I don't really wear them, to be honest, I will always cherish these pair of skates, and Maybe I should put them on more, but I feel like the only reason I would really put these on is because of the colour, not necessarily because of the skate itself, because why would I when I have my black pair that are identical, that are literally like socks to me now. I hope you all enjoyed learning about my first ever pair of skates, and I hope that you're looking forward to finding out more about my other pairs of skates. Keep your eyes peeled for any future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. I also have full online classes and tutorials over on my Patreon. I will link it below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all more than you can possibly know. Take care and I'll see you soon.